Hello everyone, welcome back to STEM Trainers YouTube channel. So, in the previous video of completing the square part 1, we have studied that how to write x square plus 4x plus 5 in this form. Or we have learned the second question was x square minus 2x minus 2, how we can write this. And third was x square plus 3x plus 7. So, how to write all these by completing the square. So now what's in part 2? Now you can observe that in all these three questions, the coefficient of x square was 1. Correct? So now we are going to look in part 2 the questions when the coefficient of x square is not 1. So for example, when the coefficient of x square is 2. So how we can write this by completing the square. Now there are a couple of methods for this. So but based on my experience, what I think is perfect is for students is and easy to learn is this method. So we are going to try this. So what you are going to do is first you are going to make sure that when you are applying the method that we have learned in part 1, that coefficient of x square is 1. But now unfortunately here they have given is 2. So what you will do is, first step is you will take 2 out from these two terms. Because whenever we are making perfect square, so we make in x terms. Okay, we don't do anything with this 3. We keep this 3 as it is. So same thing we are going to do. We are going to take 2 out from this. So if I take 2 out from this, I will get x square. And here we have 4x. So if you take 2 out, it will be 2x. So I can write 2x square plus 4x plus 3 as 2 times. In brackets, I have x square plus 2x and then I have outside plus 3. So now we can use the same method that we learnt in part 1 here. So let's solve this. So what we will do is we will find coefficient of x by 2. Same thing we did last time. So what's coefficient of x here? I can see my coefficient of x here is 2. So this will give me 2 by 2, which is 1. So this number is 1. So I will write 2 times x plus 1 whole squared minus 1 square plus 3. And now we are going to simplify this. So this is going to be 2 times, in brackets I have x plus 1 whole square minus 1 because 1 square is 1 and this is plus 3 outside. Next, now you can multiply this 2 with these terms. So basically open the bracket. So you will get 2 times x plus 1 whole squared and 1 times 2 is going to give you 2 and there is minus sign. So this is minus 2 plus 3. So finally I will get is 2 times x plus 1 whole square, and I think we did this in part 1 also if some students are having problem in this. So you can first write 3 and then 2. So this is plus 3 minus 2, that is nothing but 1. So this is how we write this by completing the square. Now all I have to do is compare this with this a times x plus b whole square plus c to get my value of a, b and c. So from this I can say is my a is 2, b is 1 and my c is also 1. So this is my final answer. I think it's pretty simple. Only thing you have to do is just remember this. The most important thing in this is making coefficient of x square as 1. So when it's not 1, you will take that number out from the x terms. Okay, this is important. So let's look at one more problem in this. So now, if you understand the first question, now you can pause the video and try this question yourself and then check it. Okay, so I'm going to solve this question now, second question. So now again I have, instead of 1, I have some number which is minus 3. So first thing that I will do here is I will take this number out. So when I take this number out, so I am left with this. Okay, if some student is having problem in this, the way to understand this is, so first take 3 out, you will get here minus and you will get here 2, and then you take minus out. So basically minus 3 you have taken out. So what is left now? Here it is left is x square, and here what is left is minus 2. Okay, and the second way to understand this is, when you multiply this minus 3 inside the brackets, you should get the same expression. So minus 3x square minus 3 into minus 2 is plus 6. So we are getting the same expression. I know some students have problem in this. Not every student, but some students have. Okay, so I'm explaining it for them. Okay, now after this we are going to do the same thing. We are going to find coefficient of x by 2. So what is my coefficient of x here? You can see my coefficient of x here is minus 2. This is my new coefficient of x, you can say. So this will give me minus 1. So hence, now I will use what we learnt in part 1. So I will write these terms as x minus 1 whole square minus minus 1 square minus 2. I think I discussed this in previous video also. You have to be careful. You have to take the sign also. This is minus 1. So that's why I have taken minus 1 here, minus 1 here. Now let's simplify this quickly. So this will be nothing but x minus 1 whole square minus 1 square. Minus 1 square we discussed in last class also. This is 1 only. Minus 2. So which is nothing but, now we will multiply this. So this is minus 3 times x minus 1 whole square, and minus 3 times minus 1, it will give me plus 3. Be careful while doing these calculations. Okay, so this will give me final answer as minus 3 times x minus 1 whole square plus 1. Now for last step, what we will do is we will compare this with p times x plus q whole square plus r. So let's compare this. So by comparing, I can say my p comes out to be minus 3, q comes out to be minus 1. Be careful in this. Sometimes students write 1 here. It's not 1, it's minus 1. You have to take the signs also. And r is plus 1. So this is my answer for the second question. P, Q and R. I think it's clear now. So let's do one more last problem on this. You can pause the video if you understand the first 2 parts properly. Then I think third question you can solve easily. So let's try this quickly now. Now we have 3 here instead of 1. So we will take 3 out. So what's left now? We have to write x square plus 4 over 3 x plus 1. I will keep as it is. I will make no changes in this. Okay. So next step is finding this value, half coefficient of x. So half coefficient of x is, in this case, is 2 over 3 or 2/3. Okay. So my answer will be 3 times x plus 2/3 whole squared minus 2/3 whole square plus 1 will remain same. So let's quickly multiply this and see what we will get. So we will get 3 times x plus 2 over 3 whole square. And what is this value? 2 square over 3 square. 2 square is 4, 3 square is 9. So this is nothing but 3 times 4 over 9 plus 1. So we are opening bracket here. If somebody is having confusion in this, so I'm just telling them you have to, we are opening brackets here and multiplying by 3. So what's my final answer in this? I think everyone can do the addition, subtraction or the simplification part now. This is nothing but 4 over 3. And what is 1 minus 4 over 3? This is nothing but 3 minus 4 over 3, which is nothing but minus 1/3. Okay, so I will get minus 1 over 3. So this is my final expression now, and I will compare this with p times x plus q whole square plus r. And when you will compare this, you will get p as 3, you will get q as 2 by 3, and you will get r as minus 1 over 3. So this is my final answer for this question. So this is how you solve these problems of completing the square. Thank you so much in this video. Now we will have part 3 and part 4 also for this after this, and we will look at some more problems or what else we can do with completing the square in this. Now if you find all this useful, please like and subscribe the channel, and if you want us to make video of some specific topic, please mention in the comments. Thank you for watching STEM Trainers.